Hello, everyone. My name is Deb Kelsbeek. I am the owner and chaos coordinator and business mentor at FemPro Business Society. I help women like you in business set up the basics, optimize their time to ultimately help them make more money. And today we have a very special guest who is here from Ohio. She was our very first guest outside of West Michigan. So this is very exciting. And I am excited for you all to meet McKenna. And McKenna, can I have you go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, hi. My name is McKenna Reitz. I actually have a great connection to Western Michigan because I went to Hope College. I played volleyball at Hope College from 2000 to 2004 and come back and visit all the time in Holland and love Western Michigan. But I am from Toledo, Ohio, and I have been teaching AP psychology for the past 16 years. And I also coach varsity volleyball. But I am also a life and success coach, along with being a motivational speaker. My life forever changed about 5 years ago when I lost all of my hair within 4-week span in November of 2015 due to an autoimmune disease called alopecia, which it was literally life-changing. Like within a month, all of my hair on my entire body is completely gone. And it's been a journey since I started that. I try to do everything under the sun in order to grow my hair back. And what I was realizing is that I was so focused on trying to solve the problem at hand that I wasn't focusing on the attitude about the problem. And so after about a year of trying every topical to injection, went to U of M, did everything, I started to focus more on my mindset, and that has forever changed my life. And I believe that alopecia is a blessing. And so what I've realized is that life's challenges teach us life, and it teaches us strength. And that's what I want to help others, is to reframe their life challenges into opportunities and gifts that it's happened to me, whether it's a big challenge or a small challenge, but helping others find more clarity and confidence and purpose in their life.
I just absolutely love that. And since we got connected, I have been able to follow a little bit more of your story. And anyone who's listening to this, I highly suggest that you go and follow McKenna because she is incredible. So can I have you tell us a little bit more about your business and how you got started and what your business is all about?
Yeah, so I started this last year. I have decided that I have been coaching is just, it's innate. It is something that I absolutely love, of helping others discover their passion and to discover their confidence. And so I am a life and success coach where I work with people one-on-one in group settings. I work with, my husband and I work with teams, with businesses, where we help them to find more clarity and to help to reframe their mindset in order to be more productive in their daily life, in order to be able to achieve their goals. Because, we all have New Year's resolutions, but the problem is that we all want to lose weight. We all want to eat healthier. We all want to be more organized and do all that. But the problem is that those goals are never going to be achieved until we alter our mindset. And once we have the mindset, then you're going to see the consistencies in the actions in order to obtain your goals. And sometimes we just need accountability. And sometimes we just need someone else to help guide us in the direction. Everyone needs a coach in their life. You look at big CEOs of corporations to an athlete to whoever they are, everyone just needs another person in their life to help them navigate and to bring new perspective and kind of clarify what they're doing might be right or give them new ideas. So we get to do one-on-ones, like I said, group training. It's a lot of fun. It's life, and it's exactly what we do what we're doing right now is just talking, and it's amazing.
I love that. And now I'm curious, so I totally agree that everyone should have a coach in their life. Do you think that sometimes can be like a best friend, or that it really does need to be that external educated coach?
We all have best friends and we believe that they'll tell us and shoot it straight. But I really think that having an outside force, someone who can be just straight with you. I mean, that's what you quote unquote hire them for, but just having a new perspective, someone coming from the outside, and just shedding new light that you have been so stuck on this narrow road that someone else just comes in and throws 10 new exits on it. And you're just like, wow, like you just never saw that because your friends are so, they're focused on making sure you're happy and whatever. Friends are great. Trust me. I have the best of friends who will tell me like it's straight, but it's sometimes difficult to tell people what you truly want in life. And that's, it was something that I had to go through also, of to say it out loud, to say that I believe in myself, to say that this is what I want to do, is difficult to say to your family, to your friends, but to someone you don't know, it's a lot easier.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like you just made a million excellent points. I totally agree. So now I know that we all have been through some type of trauma in our lives at some point. Each of us have like our own baggage, kind of like we're heading to the airport, carrying it from one location to the next. When you're working with clients, how do you first address their baggage, and how do you help your clients actually spot what their baggage is and help them work through that?
I think the easiest way is that I'm very transparent. I have been transparent about my baggage, and I don't even call it baggage anymore. It used to be baggage. But there's other baggage. There's smaller bags that everyone always has. But the fact that I'm so transparent about my challenges and what the trauma, quote unquote, that I've gone through, I think allows others to be more transparent with their baggage. We really kind of talk about what is holding you back. And, I use a lot of questioning to make them kind of see that, what's holding you back is you. Like, we are our own worst enemies. And so, and it's really tough to say that, but we are holding ourselves back from so many opportunities that are out there because of fear of failure, because of fear of success. I mean, they're both so real. And we're so afraid of failing and what happens, but then we're also, what if I succeed? And what if I have to completely change my route? And it's really scary. Life is scary, but being able to kind of, one, use my story to inspire others, but also helping them through different types of questioning, just allows them, and plus being an outsider, again, allows them to feel a little bit more free to get to that baggage a little bit quicker. And what I want others to know is that everyone has a crap ton of baggage. Like, we all, whether it's big, whether it's small, but the great thing is, quote unquote, is that 99% of people can just walk around with a big smile on their face. And you think everything's happy-go-lucky, that people's lives are perfect. But guess what? They're not. And what we have to realize is that everyone is going through something that might be small to you, might be big to me, and you need to support me unconditionally and just be okay with me making a big deal out of it because it's very important to me, where it might not be important to you, and vice versa. I think that's, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned through my trauma is that everyone's battling something. Mine just happens to be visible. Yours isn't. And so it's allowed me to kind of take a step back and think more of the positive rather than the negative. Like, oh, she's driving like a crazy woman. Maybe there's an emergency, rather than, wow, what's going on with her? Like, what an a-hole, like, but it's allowing us to change our perspective and see more of the positive aspect of people rather than the negative.
That is incredible. And yeah, I like how you said that some of us have bigger baggage than the other. Yeah, some of us still just like we're working on it,
Yeah,
but we still have carry-on bags.
exactly.
And we're working through those.
Right. You get rid of one and there's still 10 more waiting behind it. Like, but as long as
It's a
you're,
process.
you're working on it. Exactly. That's the thing. And, so we want to wake up. Like I always say, I just want to wake up and have my hair back. Like it's not going to happen. Like it's just not going to happen. And things just don't happen that quickly. We wish we would. We wish we had our fairy godmother, but we have to be patient, which is a very difficult word for me to even say, because, hey, I want things to happen now, but it's a process. It's a journey. And so like even people with alopecia have had it for 20 years and aren't able to sit here bald and be able to talk with you. They wish that they could, but guess what? I still support them 100% because it's their journey and how they handle it. It's not mine. And that's the problem, is that we compare too often to other people's journeys. Your journey is your journey. I'm going to be inspired by what you're doing along your journey, but I'm not going to compare myself. And that's what we do too often, is compare our journeys to other people's, because they're not the same.
Absolutely. So how do you think that our baggage, no matter how big or light or small our baggage is, how do you think that affects our business?
Oh, it allows you to understand other people and to interact with other people differently. Just be able to have the communication that's so vital, of being able to be open and honest and transparent and vulnerable. A lot of times that baggage can hold us back. And we have that fear. It's just dragging us down and dragging us down. But if you can realize that there is baggage and that you're working on it, then it's going to free you and, just take a load off your chest and say, you know what, I'm working on it, but here are my goals and I'm going to continue working on it. So, I'm sitting here because of my baggage. I'm sitting here because of having alopecia, that it actually showed me what I really want in life and what I love doing in life. And so sometimes we have to, my mom always said, God gives the strongest people the hardest challenges. And I want to be like, screw you, Mom. Like, why does it have to be me? But I understand now, like, there's reasons why things happen. And so when you're able to change your mindset about that baggage, then you can embrace it and utilize it. And I think that's what's most
Absolutely
important.
agree. Yeah. Like I've had trauma in my life as well. And I was like talking to my therapist because I was telling her, I feel very weird about this, that I almost feel blessed that it happened to me and not somebody else, because I know that I have control of my thoughts and I choose how I'm going to handle this. And I know that I'm going to be okay. Whereas if it happened to somebody else, it may not have that same reaction.
That's unreal. That's amazing. And that's exactly it. It's like, I don't want this to happen to anyone else. Like, that's you. And the fact that you're not allowing it to define you, but you defining it, I think that was the game changer for me too, is that I can handle this. I don't want it to ever happen to other people. So allow me to handle it and allow me to embrace it. That's amazing.
Exactly. So what do you think that it takes to start that mindset shift?
Uh, I I do a lot of personal development. I love to read. I love working out. I just love doing a lot of different activities. But honestly, it's exactly what you said, is talking to someone. Um, I've been to many therapists, but therapists and life coaches are very different, where therapists are going to focus really on the deep stuff. Whereas I'm going to recognize that you have deep stuff going on, but we are going to work more on the mindset to allow you to embrace it and move on. And we're going to create action plans to be able to achieve those goals. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So I really want to talk to you about like a mindset of scarcity versus abundance. Do you believe
Mhm.
that in business, in order to grow, that we need to have that mindset of abundance? And how do you think that we start to make that shift?
Um, so I think when it comes, I really believe it depends on the business of what you're doing when we're talking about abundance. With mindset, it's really important that, especially when you're starting out, you want to do everything so quickly. And the problem is that you have to take it slow and you have to step back and you have to focus on one thing after another, because otherwise you're going to be going in 12 different directions and nothing is going to be accomplished, because you're just so excited and so passionate and using that fire to ignite you and just you're going on. But the problem is that when we take too much on, then we start to go back. It's all about optimal level of arousal, that when we are too aroused, it's a law. Like if you're too aroused, you're too stressed, you back off and you shut down. And so when there's too much abundance that's going on, then we tend to shut down. Our mind just shuts down. And so we need to make sure that the workload is at that optimal level where we feel energized, we feel that we are being challenged enough, but not too challenged. That's all mindset, because where your optimal level is going to be completely different from where my optimal level is. And so that's going to be when you're working with others in your business, you have to be able to realize that. And it's called flexing, of being able to understand your work habits, understanding your mindset. So then together we can work a lot more efficiently and effectively, and be more productive, because otherwise it's never going to work, because we're completely different people on how we work. We have to be able to work with one another and understand each other's perspectives, and that optimal level of arousal, because otherwise your business is going to crash and burn.
Absolutely. It's like that healthy balance.
Yep.
You don't want to be on one side or the other.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, well, thank you so much, McKenna, for coming on here and having this chat. Like I said at the beginning of this, like, I am so inspired by your story and just by you in general. Like, I just love your outlook and how just like graceful and warm and welcoming that you are. So where can everyone continue to follow you?
You can find me, first off, thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun, just sitting and chatting, and meeting new people. It's just, that's what life's all about. And just making these connections is just absolutely amazing, especially Western Michigan. That's always be able to connect with Western Michigan. I will definitely do it. But you can find me on all social media. I'm on Instagram, just at McKenna Reitz. I have my website that you can go to, and if you would like to work with me, or I also do motivational speaking, just www.mckennareitz.com. It's REITZ. And I'm on Facebook. I have a YouTube channel. I'm pretty much on every platform, all under McKenna Reitz, so it's really easy to follow me. And then my husband and I do coaching together at challengecoaching.org, where we work with teams and work with businesses. So yeah, I mean, I would love to have the opportunity to talk with people.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And we'll talk to you next time. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.